So just carefully see over here, we have been given this context free grammar, and in this context free grammar we have the production of this type, in which on the left hand side we have the variable a. That's why we are saying that this is the a production, right? And on the other side of the arrow, the first variable is capital B, right? Both are not same. This is A, this is B. They are not the same variables. This is to be understand properly, that this lemma is pertaining to the productions in which these two variables are not same. Okay? And then some gamma is there. So we have divided this string into two parts. First is the variable and rest of the string. So this variable and this variable are not same. We are looking at the productions in which it is starting with a variable, right? And that variable is not same as that variable. So A derives B gamma, right? It is not the case that A and B will be there. Any variable names can be there and they are not of the same way. Then, now we are talking about this productions corresponding to B. So there are, suppose, any number of productions corresponding to that B, and we have given the name as beta 1, beta 2 up to beta S. If whatever the productions are there corresponding to capital B, so we have given the name as beta 1, beta 2 up to beta S. Now what we will do is, when we are converting into British normal form, we will minus these type of productions from the given productions. And given productions are capital P. From there we have deleted these productions. And what new productions we have added? By replacing capital B with its own productions. So if there are two productions corresponding to capital B, two new productions will be added. If there are, suppose, S productions corresponding to capital B, so new S production will be added by replacing capital B with each production. One corresponding to one production. A derives beta 1 gamma. A derives beta 2 gamma. A derives beta 3 gamma. In this way, new production will be added depending upon how many productions are there corresponding to capital B. And the resulting one will be in the British normal. Is it clear? So lemma 2. Let capital G down. Let capital G be a context-free grammar. So this is the grammar that is given to us. In this grammar, we have the productions of this type. Compare with the lemma 1, in which we were talking that the variables on both the sides, they are different. Like this is A, this is B. But here we are considering that both are same. Right? So whenever we are tackling with the productions in which the variables are different on both the sides of the arrow, then this lemma will be applied. When the variables are same on both the sides, this lemma will be applied. Right? So this is the flux. So now here we have divided the production into two parts. We have separated out the first variable and rest we have given the name as alpha 1. A alpha 1, A. Suppose there are two productions corresponding to capital A and it is starting with A and rest of the string is given the name as alpha 1. And this is alpha 2, alpha R. And there can be number of more productions corresponding to A that do not start with capital A. Okay, and we are giving the name to those productions as beta 1, beta 2 up to beta S. Is it clear? Now, what we are doing? So this has been given to us. Now, what is our action to make it in a proper format? We have created a new variable capital Z. So this is the definition for new. What are the new production rules that have been given the name as P1 as the set of new production rules, in which what we are doing is we are retaining these productions as such. We are retaining these productions as such and we are carrying forward in the P1. First one. Then what we are doing is after this beta 1, beta 2 up to beta S, we are adding new variable capital Z. Right? So we have appended the variable capital Z after beta 1, beta 2, beta S. So these are the new productions that have been created over here. Right? So how many new productions have been created? S. S beta 1, beta 2 up to beta S productions are there. So corresponding S new productions have been formed by adding Z at the end of the beta 1, beta 2, beta S. Right? Then what about this Z? Now what we are doing is Z derives. We have picked alpha 1, alpha 2 up to alpha R by eliminating A from front. So these becomes the productions corresponding to capital Z. Then after this alpha 1, alpha 2 up to alpha R, we are again appended Z after that. So R productions are this, more R productions are this by adding Z after that. Is it clear? So how many new productions we have added? S plus 2R. S plus 2R. And how many we have minus R? So how many we have added new? S plus R. Is it clear?
So last one is you working so S plus R.
आपने कोई R production सीखी है क्या? ठीक है? S नवीं production आप इतने ऐड की थी R इतने ऐड की थी R इतने ऐड की थी so S plus 2R minus R कितनी नवीं production हो गई S plus 2R minus R equal to S plus R. Clear about lemmas? Any doubt in it? So then we move forward with an example. How to convert the context-free grammar into the British normal form. What we are doing is, first we have to see whether the given grammar is in context, is in Chomsky normal form or not. So let me tell whether this given grammar is in Chomsky normal form or not.
Yes.
Chomsky normal form. So how it indicates?
Combination of
The variables are what is the format of the Chomsky normal form? Either terminal or combination of. So either we have the terminal over here or we have the combination of two variables. So it means we have crossed one hurdle. And what was the first hurdle? That whenever you are converting the given context-free grammar into the Greenwich normal form, your grammar must be in the Chomsky normal form. If it is not there, you have to perform the step for converting the given grammar into the Chomsky normal form first. Then you can go for the second step over here. So write down two definitions that I will not be telling you how to remove the null productions and the unit productions. So you can read it out from the books. So just write down what we mean by null production. That is very important while converting into Greenwich normal form. So write down the definition. A variable n, a variable capital A, a variable capital A, a variable capital A in a context-free grammar a variable capital A we start with a variable A, we go on applying the productions on it and finally we are able to derive null. So that variable becomes a nullable variable, right? So then what is a null production? Write down. A production of the form.
Firstly, we were continuing with the definition of variable A is in context-free grammar is nullable if
A derives null. A production of the form A derives null. A production of the form A derives null, comma, where capital A is a variable, is called a null production. Is called a null production. Right? So we found a nullable variable and nullable variable. So there is a theorem how to remove the nullable variables or null productions from the grammar. So that is also one hurdle that you have to cross while converting into Greenwich normal form. And normally there are not null productions, but you have to keep a check on that. There are no null productions in the grammar. If there are, you need to remove that before applying any lemma on it. So second definition is unit productions that also need to be removed when we have to work on that. So write down the definition of unit productions. A unit production or a chain rule in a context-free grammar capital G, in a context-free grammar capital G, is a production of the form, A derives capital B, A derives capital B, comma, where capital A and capital B are variables in capital G. capital A and capital B are the variables in capital G. Right, so this is sort of a chain rule. If suppose you have been given A derives a BC and B derives a D, so B will be replaced with D. So this is sort of a chain rule that needs to be provided. So now we come again back to the conversion example. So there are no, so whenever we are writing the solution, the first point that you will be writing is the given context free grammar is already in Chomsky normal form. First step. Second step, there are no null productions. Third step, there are no unit productions. So exclusively you are writing these 3 points and then you are moving forward to the 4th point. Right? So there are marks for this also in the answers. So then what we do whenever we are converting the given grammar into Gamish normal form, we rename the variables. So S will be given the name as A1 and rest of them given the name accordingly. So we have only 2 variables. So we start with renaming the variable names and we start S renamed to A1 and capital A renamed to A2. So what are the productions that we found now? A1 derives A2 A2 A and A2 A1 A1 B. So now why we have renamed the variables? The logic behind here is if the, so we are looking at the index of these variables. If the index of the variable on the right hand side of the arrow is greater, right, then the index of the variable on the left hand side of the arrow, we will not apply any lemmas currently. So we will say that this is in required form. But these type of where the index here is greater, they need to be processed. Okay. So write down the step. So that was the first step that we have written already. That it is in Chomsky normal form. It is in unit production. It is not. There is no unit production. There are no null productions. So this is the step 1. Now we are then in the step 1 itself we are renaming the variables. Now come to the step 2. Write down the first point, A1 productions. So these are the A1 productions, right? So A1 productions are in the required form. Right? Second point. So among A2, in A2 we have 2 productions. So which production is in the required form already? B derives B. A2 derives B is in the required form. So now we are left with one production rule that is not in the required form. And what is that? A2 Now let me know which lemma will be applied on this. Lemma 1 or lemma 2? Lemma 1. Why? So the variables on both of the sides of the arrow are different. So correlate the terminology over here. A correspond with the